Now you may not need a full onion for this, and that's okay. The trick is not to cry while having So I'm only using about this much onion. That's plenty of onion. So you have it decently here. Cut it in half. Hold it and get it nice and chopped. Again, you can kind of go through afterwards and get it nice and chopped. Slide it over and go ahead and chop. So, pan, a skillet, but if you've got a wok, that is the best cooking vessel of choice for this. So then go ahead and just spray down your pan.
If you don't have a wok, cast iron works well.
I've used cast iron. Okay. Put your onion in there, spread it out. Now comes another deviation. A little bit, not too much. Meat choice. You can use whatever kind of meat you really want. Pork is traditional. Pork is very traditional. Now, I'm not using pork today. I'm using venison. I find a nice venison roast works really well for this recipe as well. It's not traditional Asian cuisine, but that's okay. Okay, I like venison for this. It makes it really good. It's also a very healthy meat. I think you can get it at I think Trader Joe's gets it, but most of the time you get it only kind of one way. And the goal here is just to get it nice and chopped. Go ahead and check. Good. And that's another way, if no one's ever seen what venison like cut up looks like, it's one of the leanest meats you can get. So it's actually extremely healthy for you. And the sharper the knife here, the kind of the better. Yes, no, maybe so. So you just kind of get it chopped. Now, for those that are actually very professional about their chopping, I'm making their OCD probably go pretty haywire right now. Dee, thank you for reminding me that we can mute people.
You are quite welcome.
So you get it nice and diced. Anybody know where they can get me a slab of marble for a cooking block? I would be interested. Or a cutting block. That doesn't look good. I don't know what it is. Now, here comes the main thing that could really ruin your dish. If you over spice it. What I mean by that is, you can use as much of this stuff as you want, but a little of cayenne pepper goes a long, long way. So I just kind of give it a light dusting, like so. And then, before you put it on medium high heat, you hit it with soy sauce. Very liberally. You'll be using a lot of soy sauce. Now we come over here. The whole point of this, we want to get this meat cooked before we add in our, can add in other, you can add a little garlic if you really wanted to. I don't think it needs it. You can add other, vegetables or anything else you want in here when it comes time. You kind of just want to let that kind of heat. Since we're going to take a minute. Another thing you could be doing, you can hear it kind of start to sizzle. Those onions get nice and sweated.
There you go.
Alright, so the other thing you can be doing while this is going is get you a glass jar, some kind, however you want to do it, and start getting your rice prepared. Coming back over, make sure you keep stirring this up. Now, depending on how much rice you want, I'm not going to make as much rice as just me. I'm going to make about a cup of rice. You want to keep an eye on this. At your higher temperature setting, it's going to cook quick. You want to make sure you get those nice and sweated without over tempting your. Okay. So now that you got your about a cup of rice, which is a little over a cup, you're going to add into it about a cup of water. So it says for the rice, it's going to take, I would use Minute Maid rice, super quick, super easy, and I would not knock things over. So it's the 2 servings is going to take about 6 minutes in the microwave. Or you can stove top it. I totally just use the microwave. Leave it alone. So now you're focusing your sole attention on getting this meat cooked. While you're doing that, go ahead and get out your green beans. 2 or 3 packages of green beans work. I thought I had 3, but I only have 2. I like the long, fine green beans for this. You can use any type of green beans you want. The long, fine ones are generally best. And you can go ahead and see that it's starting to get a little bit of golden brown. Those are kind of popping out, looking pretty good. So these should be done around the same time as the planter. Try not to steam on the camera. Now, before you add your beans, I would taste to see what your spice level is. If you want more spice, less spice, whatever. Mine's perfect. For me. Everybody's spice is different. Okay, now that your meat's cooked, and if you want, you can sit there and kind of cut it in half, cut the bigger chunks in half. Go ahead. You can steam these if you want. I would just go ahead and crack open. Pretty good. Crack open. You can put them in frozen. Now, as soon as you put them in, hit them with another dose of soy sauce. Okay, so now that those are in there, all you're doing is just kind of working the meat in. You're going to start softening up the green beans. The whole point now is to cook the green beans. Harder to do. So you just kind of want to keep working the beans through. Keep working them through. This becomes more of a labor-intensive process. You've got a top for your pan. This is a good time to use it. I do not have a top for my wok. So if I need steamer, I use my pizza pan and just slide it on. That allows steam to build up, which also is the whole point of steaming the green beans. And gets it cooked a little bit better. Now you can add a little bit more Cajun at this point if you want. I think the Cajun is probably, you want to not add it to beans because you'll get them stuck on certain green beans. To serve this, I serve it over better right. So you want to get your plates ready, and I would serve it out of the pan. That's why when you're starting to kind of get your meat getting closer and closer, that's when you want to go ahead and start to get your rice cooking. And this is a time if you wanted to add carrots or some peppers or whatever else you really kind of wanted to keep the, as you can see, I keep adding little bits of soy sauce just to keep moisture in the pan. Give it a few good kind of stirs, get everything kind of stirred. Settle it back. Put your cover back on without burning yourself. Now, if you're using a wok, the top of the wok should not be hot. So I've had this pan going for a little while, and I can grab the top of this, and it's not hot because the meat and everything, it conducts up from the bottom. So the time you get to the top of the pan, it's conducted out. So while you're letting that steam, we can turn our attention to the rice. Now, another thing you can do with the Minute Maid rice is you can add a little bit of soy sauce to it when you're cooking. That is something you can totally do. That's how I used to cook it. And that just gives it a more brown taste. And then you also could fry it, put a little egg in it, pan fry it, and that'll get you about the same kind of treatment. Every once in a while, kind of grab one. If it doesn't break, it's good, but this is still cold, so eat it at a, little Scooby snack for the chef. Just keep on cooking. Another reason I didn't use pork is I didn't have any pork. So, quarantine cooking, quarantine kitchen, you use what you got. Again, keep checking. Green beans are getting a little bit warmer. Go ahead. We're almost done. Cover it back up. When it comes to plating the rice, I would just get you a decent sized spoon. And kind of build you a mound in the middle of the plate, like so. Back, check here. Now the top, your steaming pan that you have on here, now that'll be hot. And, oh yeah. Add one last little dollop of soy sauce, because you never have enough. And I use probably for this will last me a while, but this will feed everybody. You're using maybe 1/8 of a bottle of soy sauce, give or take. You're letting your roses cool. The final green bean check. Are they warm? Perfect. Now, to serve this, I like grabbing a ladle, because a ladle works pretty well. Just come in, grab your plate of rice, and then just ladle your portions over the top. And I've made my plate big, so I'm hungry. But so when it's done, it'll look about like this. And when you plate it, it looks like that. So you get the nice color, the rice through it, and you got the nice over the top. Get you a fork, and now it's time to pull the roses out. So you're gonna come through and kind of get underneath one here without breaking it. Put that on the plate like so. And if you wanted to serve it with ice cream, that is the apple rose with ice cream.
Very nice.
There we go. All right. Thank y'all. Look delicious. I can't wait to try it myself. I can't wait for everybody else to do it, Tim. That is outstanding.
And it makes it, get a nice fork pull. If you're cooking this with your own money, everything here would be about $15. All you need is a little bit of pork. You can get pork for about $5. A couple bag of $1 green beans, Minute Maid rice. That's the entree, and an onion. You're about $10 for the entree. Flour, butter, an apple, and powdered sugar. You're looking at another probably $10. So you're at $20 for the entire dish, for the entire meal. So it's not only cheap, it's tasty, and if you're like me, this will last about a week or two.
And very nutritious.
It is very nutritious. Again, you can choose low sodium soy sauce, and yes, you will be judged for doing it.